Hello and welcome. I'll just allow a couple of moments for people to join me live. So today is the 22nd of April, and in New Zealand it has just turned 2:22 p.m. So I am aware that many people around the world that this is a challenging hour for you to be here, but it will be available for you to come in and have an experience of this guided journey with Gaia and I later on if you're not here now. And if you are here now, a very warm welcome from the two of us on this very special day. And so I have I've taken notes from Gaia this morning about the script of this journey. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe. I am bringing through more and more information on this platform. And you can see her sitting behind me here. So when I first met her a number of years ago in the center of the earth, I was guided to paint her. I know that she is available in a number of forms, really. We can meet her in a number of forms, but this is how she wanted me to paint her. So you can use that image of her to attune to her. This is her in her maiden form. She also shows up as this sort of angelic form with very bright blue and green, more like butterfly wings, her angel wings are. And she shows up as Earth Mother, wearing what we in New Zealand recognise as a korowai, a Māori cloak. So it's a version of a korowai. It's a cloak. It's very deep and dark in its fabric, and it's embedded and embroidered and adorned with bits of flora and fauna. So it's rather spectacular. And Joanne Sullivan, who is a New Zealand sculptor, or sculptress, I guess is the correct term, she was putting together this beautiful statue, this of Goddess Papatūnuku, for a private installation. And she talked to me about how it is that I see Gaia. And it was very interesting because we had some similar attunements. And so she created this beautiful, more than life-size, in terms of human, statue of her for a private installation. So I did get to see that, and these beautiful birds and trees and flowers and all sorts of fungi and little creatures adorn the cloak. So that's her in her maiden form, and her hair changes colour. It becomes very dark and it becomes very straight. So who knows which form you might meet her in, and you are certainly welcome to meet her in this form, and this is how she wanted me to present her to you. So Earth Day today, the 22nd of the 4th of 2022, quite a significant number of 2s and 22s. And 2, of course, is really the number, some people say it's the number of the feminine. It's definitely the number of balance. And the 22 to me is the balance really between the heavenly realms and here. So 20 people who are working with the number 22, to me, it always shows up as they have this special gift, this special propensity to bring in information that is not yet here, information from off the earth, information from other realms and dimensions. And their role in working with that number, so if you're a 22-day born or your life path is a 22, this is a master number. And your role, in my understanding, is to be bringing in these new codes and informations for the world, and you bring it into your mind, and the challenge for 2s and 22s is to move it. So then you move it through your body so it can be grounded into the grid lines of the earth and shared out. So essentially, this is what we're going to be doing today. So I just invite you to be somewhere where you can place your feet on the ground. I'll just check my microphone is up. Okay, I think that's good. Are you able to tell me, anyone who's on, is the sound fine? Can you hear me clearly? Can someone please type? Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Jane. Okay, I'll just move my keyboard out of the way. So when I tuned in today to her, she began by saying, take a pause today to celebrate and honor our earth, Gaia, and the energy of nature. So I invite you to be somewhere where you can really relax in your body, and somewhere where you can preferably, and you don't have to do this, but preferably put your feet on the ground, because you are being invited to be a powerful conduit for the energies that are coming into the earth today, which actually have quite a special quality. And so I'm inviting you to be able to be pulling these energies in with the breath and pushing these energies into the earth with the breath. We're going to go on a journey where we're going to connect in a number of ways and create this magnificent union of fields and energies for the planet, and become almost, I suppose, like a breathing vortex, a breathing portal for humanity and for the planet. So here's a little trick. I'll take my glasses off so you can see me better. So if you are very busy in the mind and you struggle to get your mind out of the way, then to roll your eyes up to the ceiling and gently close your lids like this fools your brain. It fools your brain into moving from beta into alpha, a slightly slower brainwave pattern, which is the state you're in your pre-dreamy kind of sleep cycle. And so that's a way to just invite your brain to slow down so that you can be in that gentle, more pensive place. So I invite you to do that and to take a breath. And we're going to be doing a series of 22 breaths. We're calling this the 22 breath salute to the earth. So take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. But on the breath one, I'm inviting you to breathe in through the crown. Breathe it down into your feet. And on the out breath, you're breathing it into the earth. On the second breath, so you'll have to keep track of this. On the second breath, you're breathing up from the earth, up through your feet. And you're breathing it out into the energetic sphere of the earth. All right, so first breath, in through the crown, out through the feet. Second breath, in through the feet and out through the mouth or the crown into the energetic sphere, the energetic dimensional space of our planet. And so you will have breaths to do in between. Don't wait for me to tell you the breath, but we're having breaths in union and unity throughout, and there will be 22 in completion. So take a breath And roll your eyes up to the ceiling and gently close your lids. Deliberately breathing these energies in through the crown chakra in the top of the head. So these energies today, they show up very much like a filmy plasmic light or of plasma, but they're absolutely saturated with golden, glittery, sparkling codes and lights. So the best way to perhaps think about this is if you imagine a very transparent film, like a very light cloth that you can see through easily, or a bubble, and that light is filled with this incredibly gorgeous sparkling gold glitter. So that's the light that you're breathing in. All right, so in your mind, in your internal vision, in your imagination, in your knowing and believing, whatever it is that is your sensory strength, that is how you are envisaging this particular light. All right, I think that's all I need to tell you for the setup. So let us begin. Take a breath. I want you to take yourself to this very quiet place in your mind, and from there drop down so that you are energetically or with your point of consciousness sitting in your own energy heart chakra in the center of your chest. And you just carry on breathing in and out gently, and then we'll all do each breath together. And now from that heart space, I want you to take yourself out through the body, down through the central vertical core and into the ground between your feet. You are going to drop into the crust of the earth. It's easy and simple. You can do it with intention. And you might feel the layers, you might feel the plates, you might feel them moving, but just trust yourself. You can move through there, down through your earth chakra and your crystalline earth star chakra. And while we're here, I'll just point that out to you. So your crystalline earth star chakra in my vision sits beneath your earth chakra. And it came in 2012. And it has the appearance of a sphere that's made up of sparkly Christmas cake icing. So it has this luminescence to it. And it's filled with the variant colours of our new Earth spectrum. So they might be the pale opalescent colours, similar to what's in the painting of Mary behind me, or they might be the jewel colours that sit in Gaia's cave, the sapphire blue and the deep emerald green, the amethyst purple, the deep ruby red, all of those jewel colours. And everyone has a different combination of those, sitting in amongst, like the crown jewels really, in amongst this luminescent frosting extrusion that is made up generally for nearly everyone as the spherical flower of life. But some people have the spherical flower of life and some star or flower shapes laid over the top. And then it's as though it's squished because it's actually elliptical. So if you see or have a feeling of this, this will help you to be in the witness of what that is. If your Earth Star crystalline chakra is rotating in a fifth dimensional spin, it will be rotating anti-clockwise when you are underneath it. So, of course, this is the irony, isn't it, of the spin, is that the spin is different depending on whether you're underneath it or on top of it. So if it's not, you could ask it to spin in the new fifth dimensional form. And just notice if it's clean and clear. And some people have elementals that are devoted to maintaining your crystalline Earth Star chakra. So if you see them or notice them or would like to acknowledge them, you could thank them now for the work they do with your crystalline Earth Star chakra. So a lot of these codes are coming in, and they're coming down through and into the crystalline grids, and then they're coming up the ones that are relevant and ready for you come up into your crystalline Earth Star chakra. So now from there, to focus on the center of the earth where you will see this glowing golden yellow light. And you're going to take yourself down to there. Connect into Gaia. Wish you a good day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Just check in with her. She may take your hands. She may hug you. She may kiss you on the forehead. I'll just allow you a moment to connect in with her and feel her energy, which is extraordinary and so full of love. And feel that love now in your heart space. And feel the energy, the frequency of Gaia in your field, in your energetic field. And you are likely to also feel it as a very fine vibrational sensory feeling on your skin. So just notice that. And take a breath. This is breath 1. If you've just joined the odd breaths, we're doing a 22 breath salute. And the first breath, or the odd number breaths, are breathing in this light that's very new today. It's a light that's like a lot of golden glitter held in a plasma bubble. And so that's the light that you're envisaging, that you are pulling in. Another way to perhaps view it is glitter sitting in egg white that's uncooked. That would be a pretty decent visual. You're breathing that in through the crown and out through the feet and into the earth. And then on the even numbered breaths, you're breathing that up through your feet and out through the crown and into the earth's energetic fields. So Gaia's cave is very gold and sparkly today, as though it is bathed in plasma sheets containing gold glitter, and it takes on the appearance of a fairy grotto. Gaia is enjoying this respite today, she said earlier to me. It's a momentary pause as this phase of the work is now complete. Take a breath, breath 2, up through the feet. And you are invited to step back and reflect. take a look at yourself and notice how far you have come. Take a breath. Breath 3. Notice the healing you have completed, the trauma and emotional baggage you have released, the stories that you have stopped running in your mind, the doom and gloom on our earth has lifted. Take a breath. Breath 4. You are feeling more peace. Peace in your heart and a deep awareness. A deep awareness in your body that good things are coming. They are here. And great things are on their way. They're actually only a breath away. Take a breath. There is a sense of wonder. You hold a gentle, excited anticipation about what is to come. A knowing that our higher ways of operating and being are stepping down into your consciousness now. Take a breath. You are gentler on yourself, more allowing of others, giving up the need to be right. Take a breath. You are in the knowing and acceptance that everyone has planned this moment in time that we are stepping into. They have paved their own journey and their own experience on this earth, across the spectrum. That each of us has had many different experiences, good, bad, ugly, evil. This is all a part of who we are as we came to the earth to have differing and full experiences. And we chose this before we came. No one is better, bigger, higher. We are each a part of the puzzle, and we each have our role to play, including those who have chosen not to awaken. Take a breath. You are learning to sit in a place of excited anticipation without expectation. That is mastery. You are learning to hold everything lightly. You are remembering who you are and why you are here. And you are developing a stronger, deeper, more intimate connection to the earth. Take a breath. And feel yourself coming into this personal connection to Gaia, to the Goddess Gaia, to the Earth Mother Gaia, to all of the names, Pachamama, Papatūānuku, all of those names that we may give her. She is a representation of. Take a breath. An acknowledgement of this connection. And now feel into and recognize your connection to nature. Feel the reverence that you hold for all of nature. And take a breath. You are developing a greater understanding of nature's rhythms and cycles, its flows and seasons, as each of us, hand in hand with nature, with Gaia, is being brought back to our original balances, our original cycles, those attuned to the highest divine plan blueprint that we hold for this time. So you may be noticing those changes. And take a breath in acknowledgement of that. You are stepping into oneness. You are stepping into unity, consciousness. Take a breath to be in flow with that. You are connected to all of Earth's creatures and beings, the plants, the trees, the soil, the devas, the nature devas, the crystal devas, the insects, the birds, the rocks, the stones, the water, the rivers, the waterfalls, the lakes and ponds, the ocean, the rainfall. And feel yourself merging into the consciousness of being connected to all of that. And on this breath, breathe in the essence of nature and watch as these aspects of nature flow into your field and into your breath. And feel the wonder in your heart of being so connected to the earth, of being in touch with the vibration and frequency, of perhaps being able to see aspects and elements and elementals that you have not been able to see before. And let those of us who see with our inner vision hold space for those who have not yet opened that faculty, because we all open our faculties in different orders. And hold space for that energy in your third eye to be opening now. And take a supplementary breath into your center of your forehead in your third eye. And in the back, take another breath in the occipital bone and the soft cavity at the back of your skull, just above your neck. inviting all of those visionary capacities and capabilities to be opened up and free-flowing. I'm just going to bring some light language through that might help with that. Ia tiana katapute tishi tiana awatoya kanara tatata titi tiana ahoyana na ia tishiana kana watiana o wata ia Arana, iya si kanarananashi. Now I want you to take a breath and envision that you are holding hands with someone who you know on your left and someone who you don't yet know on your right. And envision this connection grid with that appearance all across the planet. Humanity holding hands. Envision each of these breathing in this golden plasmic light, this golden glittery plasmic light or plasma light. See each of them doing that and take a breath. And on the exhale, you are witnessing everybody exhaling this breath of this plasma light, this golden, glittery filled plasma light being breathed into the earth, the internal component of the earth. All of these humans, 8 billion of us, connected up, holding hands and breathing in this light. And use the power of your intention, of your co-creation as we sit here together to conjure that up. And on the out breath, we are filling up the center of the earth with this. And breathing in and out these human beings, our brothers and sisters. And we are filling up the center of the earth with this plasma, golden, glittery light. Filling all of the internal planes, the internal geography, the caves, the rivers, the crystal, the cities. As we see now that it is so filled up, it's beginning to seep out the pores of the surface of the earth. Keep observing as this level of the light is rising. It's now up to our knees. Up to the knees of every single human on the planet. And all who are connected in to this hand-holding grid. Take a breath. Breath 16. And watch as each is breathing in and out this glittery, shimmering, golden plasma light. And it's now at the level of the heart. Watch and observe what happens as the hearts are ignited, activated. Observe these light activations. Watch as they are activating now between and amongst all the hearts of those holding hands, creating this beautiful sacred geometry. Take a breath. Allow this light to build until it is flooding the earth up and above the level of the highest mountains. And take a breath. And now witness as the birds, the animals, the insects, all the creatures above and below ground make their arrival to this scene. They are bathing in this light. They are feeling a sense of safety, that it's safe for them to be seen, to be vulnerable. This is something they have not experienced on the earth. So if you see them there with you, in front of you, send love directly to those that you recognize. Acknowledge those around you. And let's invite all of the creatures of the earth to breathe in unison with us. Hear the cacophony of sound, the music of our earth, the insects and the birds, all of the animals, the sounds of nature. And watch now as the Goddess Lady Gaia rises up in this huge spectrum of light, rises up above the earth in her grandest, most illuminated form, this most expanded vision. And notice that she bows in homage to you. And take a breath. She bows in homage to you, in gratitude to you. She thanks you for having achieved this, for playing your role, for completion of this phase. Our new earth is heralded in. And take a breath. And we're up to breath 22. So as you are breathing in breath 22, I invite you to place all that you see, know, and feel, all that we have created here, the energy of that, into a bubble of creation. And send it to the ethers and watch it return to you and pull it into your heart. And take a breath, anchoring it, embedding it into your consciousness, And I invite you to just sit softly in this space for the moment. Some gentle breaths. Invite all of the higher consciousness aspects that have been present with you to come into or back into your physical body. Part of our work at the moment is embedding these higher ways of being, seeing, thinking, connecting, relating, communicating. Envisage that they are pouring into your physical body in the perfect divine timing and amount. And take a deep stretching, expansive breath through your chest, through your heart, through your belly. Move your fingers and your toes as you stretch your way back into your physical form, landing back in your space. And just keep your eyes closed for a moment, wriggle around on your butt. Ia tiana shi kana oiata o a hoiara kana shi tiana. Ia ta oia kana shi ti 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 ti. Ia hi. So just a little grounding, sounding. And I just invite you at some point to record what you saw, and I'd love to have you write something about your experience in the comments. They will be wonderful. And so when you are ready, open your eyes, come back to this space. And so much love from my heart and from the heart of Gaia to you. Thank you. We'll close now. I might just leave this open a moment. If you'd like to write something to me, I'd be grateful for that. I'm going to end it at 44. That seems an appropriate number. The number of foundation. 4 is all about laying in the new foundations. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Potomac Speech Therapy. Thank you, Beach Wave. Thank you, Tina. Thank you all.